How's you doing?
Grand.
You feeling alright?
No, not really. Sweats and cramps, usual shit.
How do you feel about doing this interview?
Well, it needs to be done. People need to see what's going on in this town, and town needs help. Like I'm a 16-year-old and I've been taking drugs from when I was 11. Started smoking grass, easy enough, everybody does it, And then
Started smoking herbal.
that's whenever the problem started. I was 13 and I was offered a bong and I was like, fuck it, I've smoked grass before, why not? And then for my first bong I was just buying it then every day, going out and robbing people and robbing drug dealers and doing whatever the fuck you could do just to get
a few pound together.
Whatever you can do, it's near enough just as been bad as a heroin addict. Anything you can do just to get your bong, get down, sit, get panelled, lie down. Not even enjoyable, you just lie, fall asleep.
Wake up the next day and do the same thing all over again.
The cramps, the sweats, the violent vomiting, it's not worth it, hey.
Is that when you come off it?
Whenever you're starting, like it's whenever you know you need more, the stomach starts to turn and you start to be sick, and then the hands,
sweat.
Don't know if you can see it in the camera, like, but the sweats, it's fucking. And then I go over to St. Collins Park on the weekend and I see 12, 13-year-olds
running around eating wingers and drinking vodka and
just running around headless chickens. I can't say nothing because I was doing the exact same thing at that age. But
right, we're about earlier, it's a fucking disgrace.
The young ones need to see that they're going to end up just like us if they keep on going the way they're going.
Right.
What about, how does the internet help getting drugs?
I was just go on Facebook, you text and that's it.
That you get anything you want.
In this town you can text one person. If that person doesn't have it,
they know somebody can get it.
Walk around the corner and they get it. Just don't get it there, knock on next door and you fucking get it.
It's everywhere.
Scary too, hey? It's that easy to get.
A lot of young people?
It's
mainly young people?
I think it's actually easier for young people to get drugs in this town
older people?
than it is for them to get drunk.
Aye.
For the simple fact that you have to be 18 to get drunk. People don't give a fuck what they're handing people now in this town. It's just, here, you want it, you take it.
Oh, they want some money in your pocket?
Exactly. They want your money. They'll give you rat poison if they think that's...
They think they're going to get a quick buck?
Exactly. They think they're going to get their tenner, their score, whatever the fuck they're getting for it.
They don't care, like.
What was the last drug you took?
A winger.
A winger.
What's that?
Ecstasy.
Tablet?
Ease.
Much are they?
Tenner a pop.
Or free for a score.
Or 10 for 70, or 6 for 40, or
12 for 80.
Just depends, like. Well, normally if you're buying one at a time, it's a tenner a go, like.
But the more you buy, the cheaper they are.
It's the same as any drug.
And after you take this drug, where do you go?
Wherever the one takes us.
Around the town. Literally run the streets. Or else I go back and I sit in the flat and I lie and smack out my bed.
Right.
Do you ever think about what life would be like if you never encountered drugs?
Well, I've always wondered, but I'll never know.
Right.
Well,
I used to be big into my music, and I used to be play guitar, sing and play concerts and all, and started taking drugs and life went downhill. Here I am.
You're very young yet. Have you any ambitions?
I'd like to work with young people that's been in the same situation I've been in, through care and taking drugs.
You've been in care?
From I was 11, that's where it all started. And then the care, whenever I moved into care, the boys in the home, they had a bit of dope. I sat down and smoked it, and then started sniffing aerosols, started drinking, started taking yellows, blues, wingers, whatever I could get my hands on to get out of my head.
Right.
There was times I was going on stealing off my ma, and it's fucking filthy, like.
I know what.
And when you steal, what do you buy?
More drugs.
More drugs.
What type of drugs? Can you give me a list of drugs that are available?
Well, you have
Herbal.
Herbal, which is the legal highs, which is the smoke, which is what I've been smoking for the last 3 years. And then you have Diazi, which would be your legal, like Diazepam, which is yellows and blues. You have your wingers, grass,
Coke, meth,
dope,
Mexadrone.
acid, Mexadrone. The list goes on, like it's whatever the fuck you're looking for is in this town. There's heroin and everything floating in this place.
People aren't aware of that.
That's actually scary that there's been people aware of that. I've seen needles lying about this town. It's fucking filthy.
Disgusting.
I've seen people
Smacking
sitting
out
in the
heroin.
back of hillbillies injecting meth, and it's
Not a
fucking
nice thing.
wild. Like, and I know that if I keep on going the way that I'm going,
We're gonna end
smoking
up like
legal
that.
highs, that I'm going to need a bigger fix. And eventually it's going to end up that I'm going to be sitting snuffing meth every day instead of taking a winger every day. And then eventually snuffing it's not going to do it. So I'm going to end up
Shooting up.
shooting up, smoking it, whatever.
It's
I'd like to get help before it gets to that stage, and this town needs help.
Part of me, when you say that, it makes me think that you think it's inevitable that you're going to go down a serious route. Do you think it's inevitable?
But 9 times out of 10 though, if people don't get the help that they need now, like I'm 16 and I've been taking drugs for 5 years. If this town doesn't get help, there's going to be younger ones that's going to eventually work its way down the line. Like I have wee sisters, and I don't want to see my wee sisters doing what I'm fucking doing whenever they're my age. Like my wee sister's 13 now, and like at her age, I was running around this town eating everything that I could get my hands on, smoking whatever I could get. And if I walked down the street and I seen her sitting smoking a bong, I would fucking lose a plot.
right. It's scary too. We started with grass, and then grass wasn't enough, and then we started
And there was me trying to deny that grass was a gateway drug.
gateway drug to the fridge.
Gateway drug can be whatever you start off on. Just they say gateway drug, but my gateway drug was grass. But somebody down the street, they could snuff meth instead of smoking grass for the first time, and that could be their gateway drug. And
Do you know anybody that has died?
I know
Aye.
I've lost a few mates. I've lost people that have actually killed themselves, and then ones that have OD'd, people that have been snuffing aerosols and their lungs have froze. Dirty, like. And I don't want to be going down the same route. Like, I don't want my ma to have to get that phone call from a cop saying that your son's lying in Foyle Street dead. You know what I mean? It's,
Just my get the phone call saying, "Oh, your son's been shot." Happen.
the stuff that we do, somewhere down the line, it's going to end up backfiring and
Going to come
get
up and bite
shot.
us in the hole.
How long are you two friends?
3 months.
3 months, aye.
Where'd you meet?
Jefferson's
Jefferson's
Court.
What's that?
Jefferson's Court, supported accommodation. I moved out of care and moved on. I know him from round the streets from before, and then started hanging out with him, and then both of us started running every day with each other.
Right.
What about the health services in the town? Have they helped?
I went to the doctors because I was getting the proper tighten. Asked my social worker to take me to the doctors to see if they could give me anything to get off herbal. And
But you see, there's no point taking another drug to substitute that drug.
I know,
It defeats the whole purpose.
all the hurt, they refer me to hurt. That's all they can do for you.
I've tried it all. I've tried Hurt,
Daisy,
Start
Start 360, Grip Ray, all
I've
it.
worked with them all. It's people need to see that they can change before they go for the change. Like everybody in this town thinks that this town's stuck, it's all going backwards, and the drugs need put out of this town for the young ones to be able to live a proper life.
It's sad too, looking at your town, just watching it waste away.
It's sad knowing that there's young ones going to be doing exactly what we were doing at that age, now. Like they're going to be running around where we started off, sitting having a few
I miss
drinks.
it. I know boys at 12 at 13 that eat, put 3 wingers in their hand down the hatch.
I know 12 and 13-year-olds that eat more wingers than you could, more wingers than I could. It's scary.
Right.
What would you say if I said death hangs all over that? Drugs?
You're not far wrong. It's,
You're not.
Look,
You could eat one pound daily. And
Look, whenever I was smoking herbal flat out, I've been off it from Thursday, today's Tuesday. So that's the longest I've been off it. And see the violent cramp, like my stomach feels like it's been tied up in a knot about 12 different times and pulled. And it's just been pulled up and
Contracting.
down and the sweats and like, see whenever I got up this morning, I woke up and just grabbed the hood of my stomach, curled up in a ball and felt like I was going to be sick for the sheer fact that I had no herbal.
But what about, you can answer this separately. What does the future hold for you?
I'm scared to even think about the future if I'm 16 and doing what I'm doing now.
if I keep going on like this, it might not have a future.
And And just lastly, have you any family there left?
No, my family's gave up on me. I've tried to text them and try and talk to them. The last person that stuck with me would be my ma and my youngest sister.
I see.
But since I moved back down to Derry, like I was in Belfast from September, the day before St Paddy's Day, and I moved down and got even worse on the legal highs. And my ma's dropped me, my wee sister. I don't even want to talk there while I'm still smoking it because I don't want her to see me in the stitch that I be in.
Right.
For her to think that that's normal whenever she grows up to be in that state because her big brother did it.
What about yourself?
I don't even know how to answer that question. Hopefully, in the future, I can get off drugs, but there's no help there's no help out there for young people like
That's
this.
not what I asked you. He asked you what family you have.
My ma still sticks with me, like, but my dad and my sisters, and they're just fucked off it.
Rightfully so too.
Right.
It's a fucking disgrace what we do.
I know it is. Like, my ma came to me one day and offered to came up with a box of fags, gave me a box of fags and took me out for something to eat. And because she ordered me the wrong thing, I lost the plot there just because I'm no herbal. And she was trying to do something nice for me and I was flew back in her face.
You think that's bad? I spent Christmas 2014 locked in my room smoking a bag of herbal. Went out to my ma's house and I had none. She made me dinner. I didn't even get to sit down for my dinner and I lost the plot because I had no herbal. She told me to get out. I walked 6 miles from Strathfoyle to my house just because I had no herbal on Christmas Day. I spent Christmas on my own. Shows you what drugs do. It rips families apart.
Right, last Christmas there, my ma kicked me out of the house and the housing executive put me up to the fir trees in Strabane and my ma wouldn't have me in the house for Christmas and I spent last Christmas up in the fir trees on my own. Not one other person in the hotel, me sitting there on my own.
Is there any women on the go?
None that I wouldn't even want to. Like I don't want nobody to see me the way I am.
Right.
Like even my skin now from smoking herbal, like I have a shitload of blackheads from smoking it. You're not the same person while you're taking drugs.
You're not.
I'd love to get clean, get a girl, be able to sit down.
I was clean, had a girl and then started smoking herbal and
Like I'd love to be able
Lost
to sit in my flat now instead of, say I had £20 in my pocket, instead of going out and buying a square bag of grass or a
Take your
square
bird to
bag of
cinema.
herbal. But even go out, buy a Chinese, buy a DVD, sit on, put the DVD on, sit up and chill out with her. But instead, if I had money, I'd happily just go out, get a bag of grass or a bag of herbal and sit in my flat with him instead. Fucking shite.
That's great, boys. Thanks very much.
No bother.
sweat.
Brilliant.